Why is the Democrat Party fielding more and more Jew haters? What? Oh, yeah, I thought they didn't like the Klan and the KKK and so forth, and the neo-Nazis over at the Federalist. And I'm sure there will be specials on this on MSNBC and CNN and all the rest of them about how the Democrat Party is fielding more and more Jew haters. From the Federalist, Warren Henry. Democrats are fielding even more anti-Semitic candidates for Congress. Last week, even the left-wing kook Jew-hating, self-Jew-hating J Street, that's me. The lefty group created to counter the bipartisan American-Israel Public Affairs Committee withdrew its endorsement of Rashida Tlaib, the Democratic candidate in Michigan's 13th congressional district. The unprecedented move followed her endorsement of a one-state solution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and comments supporting the left-wing boycott, divestment, sanctions movement, BDS. She's running unopposed in the general election, blunting the effect of the de-endorsement. But Tlaib is representative of the Democratic Party's gradual march beyond the embrace of candidates and officials who criticize Israeli policy or its current government to a much uglier place in politics. To put this trend into context, consider that the U.S. State Department has adopted a working definition of anti-Semitism as a member of the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance. The working definition provides illustrations of anti-Semitism, including denying the Jewish people the right to self-determination, and on and on. The founders and leaders of the BDS movement support a one-state solution that destroys Israel as a Jewish state. In my view, what they want is a final solution. The movement is the intellectual descendant of the 1945 Arab boycott, which did not distinguish between Jews and Israel. It is based on the premise that Israel is a racist apartheid state, requiring the sort of action once taken against South Africa. And so when Tlaib compares the two-state solution to the idea of separate but equal, even the creeps at J Street begin to worry. Her answer also seems disingenuous, not only because she supports this one-state solution, but also because she's a member of the Democratic Socialists of America. And last year, the Democratic Socialists of America overwhelmingly endorsed the BDS movement against Israel, with many chanting, "From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free." Another odd endorsement story occurred in Pennsylvania's 1st Congressional District. Democratic nominee Scott Wallace came under criticism after it emerged that his charitable foundation has given hundreds of thousands of dollars to groups that promote the BDS movement. Wallace disclaimed responsibility for the donations and denied supporting the BDS movement. Democratic Jewish Outreach of Pennsylvania initially declined to endorse Wallace, but ultimately reversed its decision under pressure from the Democrat Party in a toss-up contest. Last week, Democrats nominated Ilhan Omar as their candidate in Minnesota's 5th Congressional District. She has claimed that Israel hypnotized the world and said she hoped Allah would awaken people to the evil doings of Israel. She recently defended those comments by referring to the apartheid Israeli regime. This month, at a candidate forum at Beth El Synagogue, Omar said she supported Israel's right to exist and called BDS not helpful and counteractive. She was not asked specifically about her apartheid comparison, which occurred on May 31. Omar did not use the forum to address her prior comments either. Then again, Omar likely feels no pressure. She's running for the seat held by Keith Ellison, whose relationship with the Nation of Islam's leader, Louis Farrakhan, has been an ongoing controversy, and who has claimed the U.S. policy in the Middle East is governed by what is good or bad through a country of 7 million people, meaning Israel. Ellison, now the Democratic Farmer Labor candidate for Attorney General in Minnesota and Deputy Chair of the Democratic National Committee. I'm not done. There's Leslie Cockburn, the Democrat nominee in Virginia's 5th Congressional District. The Virginia GOP has accused her of being a virulent anti-Semite based on her co-authorship of, quote, Dangerous Liaison, the inside story of the U.S.-Israeli covert relationship, a book that advocated for the inherently anti-Semitic belief that Israel controls America's foreign policy. The Virginia GOP quoted from the New York Times review of her book. The press release also cited the commentary review, which cataloged some of the book's bizarre claims. Now, all 4 of these candidates may join the Democratic caucus, perhaps even a majority in the 116th Congressional District. Democratic Socialist celebrity Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who is almost certain to be there has remained silent on the BDS issue. But in my view, she's shown enough ankle to tell us where she stands. There's your modern Democrat Party. I'm sure Mika Brzezinski and Don Lemon will all cover it. We salute our armed forces, police officers, firefighters, and emergency personnel. See you right here tomorrow, America. God bless and be well.